of us love to travel? Great. Well, if you love to travel, one thing you want to be sure if you go to a country is returning home safely to your loved ones and families, right? Well, in the case of Nigeria, the lawmakers there are the lawbreakers. And in a country where the lawmakers are the lawbreakers, then the issue of security and being safe is not there because you're like on your own. Because the police cannot help you. According to Arab News published September 17, 2005, the governor of Bayelsa State, it's a state in Nigeria, Governor Dakriye Alamesia, was arrested in London for money laundering. About 10 million pounds was found in his possession. By the way, Nigerian currency is not in pounds, it's in naira, and 200 naira is equivalent to 1 pound. That is the equivalent. So you can imagine how much money he stole from Nigeria to travel out of the country with. He was arrested over there, and he ran away from London to Nigeria. And how did he run away? He dressed like a woman and came back to Nigeria. Guess what happened when he arrived in Nigeria? The police were there welcoming him in his state. And the next day, he was in his office as the governor. You know, only in a corrupt country you can see that. That can never happen in America. We all know that, right? Okay. According to AfricanExaminer.com, November 1st, 2010, corruption fueling Nigerian police abuses Human Rights Watch. The long-time failure of Nigerian authorities to address police bribery, extortion, and wholesale embezzlement threaten the basic rights of all Nigerians. After interviewing more than 145 victims who witnessed corruption in Nigeria. The exploration of fraud, bribery, and corruption in Nigeria is a growing problem. The securities, fellow citizens of Nigeria, as well as all of us in this classroom, should find a solution to stop the sad and disappointing activities happening in Nigeria. I have a visual aid. It's showing you some of the pictures of bribery. Here's a policeman giving a bus driver giving a policeman money, and here is a police officer, you know, injustice and humiliating other people, you know, beating a man up for no reason, and the crowd are watching. Nobody can say anything. People just stay there and watch. It's so sad. And this is where illegal checkpoints, this is where they keep the illegal checkpoints and harass people and extort money out of them. Today I will be talking about first the causes of bribery, fraud, and corruption in the Nigerian police. Next, the effect of bribery, fraud, and corruption in the Nigerian police. And finally, the solution to bribery, fraud, and corruption in the Nigerian police. My first point is the cause of bribery, fraud, and corruption in the Nigerian police. According to Nigerian nairaland.com, it's a site where you respond to questions. And I typed in causes of corruption in Nigerian police force. These are some of the response I got from people. They said there's an alarming increase reported causes of bribery, fraud, and corruption. The problem is worse than what is being revealed. Because when the lawmakers break the law, then they don't report it. You can imagine if a police officer breaks the law, who is going to report it? He's not going to go report himself. That is why the statistics is never accurate, because they don't report all what is happening. In a situation where they say in the news, 10 people were robbed by the policemen, that means there's 100 that was robbed. They don't get paid on time. When they get paid, after 6 months of no salary, they pay them for only 3 months. So these are some of the things that lead them to the bribery, corruption, and fraud in the Nigerian police. You don't have money to feed your family because you're not being paid. You go to work every day. What do you do next? You don't blame them if they go and start mounting illegal checkpoints and collecting money to feed their families. The top police officers embezzle money into their pocket. You see Commissioner of Police embezzling money that is meant for the upkeep of the police officers, the junior police officers. They use it for their own private use, buying cars and houses. Next, I'm going to be talking about the causes of bribery, fraud, and corruption in the Nigerian police. According to Nigerian newspaper for volume 20, 2008, titled Corruption in the Nigerian Police, Officers Extorting Money at Checkpoint which lead to beating and even killing of innocent civilians, the rights group said Nigerians are more likely to encounter public threats than demanding bribes and enforcing law. According to Nigerian police spokesman Emmanuel Ojiku on the police website, he mentioned that some senior police officer embezzles staggering sums of bribe public funds that is meant for maintenance and welfare for the Nigerian police, which limited the capacity to investigate crime in forensic laboratories. This is when there's a crime that involves forensic laboratory for them to investigate and find out who did it. They cannot do it. Such thing doesn't happen in Nigeria. People do crime and get away with it because all the funds that is being that is meant for all this investigation are being used by these senior police officers. That's for selfish reasons. They don't use it. They just put it in their pockets. Poverty among the junior police officers, delaying in their paychecks. The salary of a typical Nigerian police officer is like 100 naira a day, which is equivalent to $7 a day. And the minimum they work for is 8 hours. Can you imagine getting $7 paycheck a day? That is what they are being paid. Dishonest citizens are being recruited as police officers. There's no proper background check. You see a criminal, they just pick everybody and say, this is it. Finally, I'll be talking about the solution to the problem caused of bribery, fraud, and corruption, which the federal government of Nigeria, United States Police Force, as well as all of us in this room, should do to help solve the problem. According to Canin Dovka, good policy is a rundown for rule of law and public safety. Regardless of who you are, you should be persecuted if you engage yourself in bribery, fraud, and corruption. Proper background should be checked, upgrade of the quality and training of the police officers, as well as us in United States government should help police force reorganize the police system by training them in a professional manner. Today we began first by information about the exploration of bribery, fraud, and corruption, as well as the growing problem in Nigeria. Secondly, the causes of bribery, fraud, and corruption. And finally, we finished our discussion on how it should be solved. Having said all this, I hope I have motivated you all and persuaded you enough that we should help Nigerian police force to put their house in order. Thank you.